everyone, and welcome to another episode of WhimsyCraft, and as you can see, we've got all our pathways put in down there. At least the ones for the first level down here on the bottom. Now there'll be more pathways that we have to put that are up on the upper level, but we're not quite ready to build those yet. Also, this farm has been doing pretty well. We're starting to back up. I believe we are, yes. We're past the point that I wanted to be, so I'm comfortable running this farm as much as I need to craft all of our rockets. So the base is finally starting to come along. I've got all this pathway put in over here, and what we need to do now is do what we've been talking about, well, for the past two videos, is go ahead and get that pumpkin and melon farm that is way over there. I want to bring it over here and go ahead and get it put in the farm, and then go ahead and delete that one and get rid of it, and then we can start working on getting our villagers over here in the next couple episodes. We did have some mishaps over there in the villager area the other day. I lost my 2 breeding villagers, and I also lost 2 other villagers due to a lightning strike, which I wasn't even there to witness, which is a little sad. I think that would have been kind of cool to see at least. If it's going to ruin my villagers, I'd at least like to see it, but oh well. So what we need to do today is a lot of building. That's right, this is going to be a very build-heavy episode, so I hope you're all ready for that. I know this one's going to make all the builders happy for sure. So, what we need to do is working in this area here, and my plan today is we just want to get the pumpkin and melon farm built here, pretty much like we did over there with the creeper farm. And once that's done, we're going to stop here because we have to go build another farm in another area that we desperately need, which is an ice farm. We're going to need so much ice this season, you guys. It's insane. But I'm hoping to get that one built as well, and then get back over here and finish this area of the floating island, kind of like we did over there. All in one episode. I did say it was going to be a build-heavy episode. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and we're going to start right here with this pumpkin and melon farm. Because you guys, I'm tired of harvesting them with an axe. It's time to modernize this system. And there we go, the pumpkin and melon farm is all complete, and this season I did learn from last season's and I did not make it as big, so hopefully we shouldn't have too much of a problem with an overflow. Now for the pumpkins, it's not going to be that big of an issue. Down here for the melons, on the other hand, that will be an issue because they come in slices, which we're already getting a few. Now the chests here are going to be temporary, and what we're going to do is actually bring them around here to the back, and then kind of set them back here with an auto crafter. Right back here. That's why I've left this little space in this little gap here. I'm also going to bring the chest for the pumpkin farm eventually to this back area as well. But for now, it's just going to be up front because the pumpkins aren't too much of an issue. But that's why I also left this kind of space here so I can kind of just bring some chests and let that stack. Overall though, I think it looks pretty good. I think it's going to do exactly what we needed to do, and I can finally go down there and dismantle this farm here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to grab some materials so we can head on over and build this ice farm that we need to build today. So many farms today, you guys. We're just living that farm life today. Well, let me go take care of that pumpkin and melon farm, and I'll be right back. And well, there you have it. The farms are completely cleaned up. Everything here is nice and tidy, and the only thing we got really left is the bee farm, the sheep farm, the little tree area, and the villagers down there. Oh, and the bamboo farm, which will slowly be moving all of this to the base this season, and eventually we'll have this area cleared back out the way that it was when we found it. And then we might put more farms. But for now, let's go get that ice farm. Alright, so let's go shopping for the ice farm. Let's go ahead and grab a couple shulker boxes just to put some stuff in. And then we'll go ahead and dye these as well. Let's do You know what? Let's do light blue for the ice, right? Alright, let's lay these down, and then we'll start filling them up. To start with, we're going to need 7 stacks of the stone bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into stone bricks. The next thing we're going to need is 3 stacks plus 4 of the redstone torch. So let's go ahead and make all those torches. And there's our 3 stack plus a little extra. Now we need 3 stacks of pistons. I'm hoping I have enough iron left from Stevie's farm, or else I'm actually going to have to go buy some from the shopping district. But let's see how much we can make with what we have. Also, I'm running very low on wood, so that's also going to be an issue. We're going to have to use a lot of spruce to make this one. Well, hello there. In between that clip and right now, I actually had to go and help YMG because, well, he died and lost all his stuff and he needed wings to get back. So I decided to let him use a pair of wings. Now, the pair of wings I let him borrow were actually up here in this chest. This chest has been sitting here for a week because I've been waiting to get to it in this video, and then I had to use it. But this was left by Stevia, and this is a bunch of iron, and my wings were right in there. Now, if you remember in the last video, I helped Stevia and got a bunch of stuff and kind of geared him up. That way because he lost his stuff, right? So that's kind of a whimsy thing. So I let him borrow my wings, and then he returned them, and he put them in this chest. But then I had to take them out of the chest to give them to YMG so that he could use them. But now that we've talked about this chest, I am going to go ahead and collect this and all this iron. That was such a nice gift from Stevia, and I'm going to go drop it off down here in my storage. Now, I also have finished, owie. I've also finished collecting all the stuff we need to build that ice farm, so all that is collected in a chest, and it's put up in my cabin's quarters, so we're going to have to go grab that. But let me drop off this iron, and then we'll get right back to what we were doing before. Alright, now that we've helped YMG, I do have to go repair these wings because they are going to die on me. I have actually given him my good pair, and I took the loner pair, but it's okay. Safety check. Okay, making sure. And sometimes I forget if I'm wearing my my hat or not. Alright, let's head on down here and see if we can fix our elytra before we even get to the farm. Which it looks like we probably are. So let's see what happens here. Almost. I'm very sorry for what's about to happen to your ears. I did say I was going to show you the farm one day though, and well, oh goodness, I forgot to fill my inventory. Well, it's full now. Oh, it's repaired. Well, while we're here, let's just go ahead and take care of everything. There we go. Now let's head on back, and we'll leave that to that. Okay, now that we've got everything repaired, let's go ahead and grab this chest right here. See, I got a shulker full of everything we need, and I also see YMG has already brought our wings back. That's so amazing. So we'll go ahead and get those put back in our chest. And we'll get them repaired later, and then that way we have them, or if somebody else needs to borrow them, we've got them ready for them. So let's head on through the portal here, and we'll head on to the area that I've picked out to go to the ice farm. Now, here on the nether roof, we have that way there. That leads us to the shopping district, Stevie, pretty much everybody. But this little trail over here of sea lanterns will take us right to where we need to be to get to the ice farm area. So I'm going to head way out here, and I'll see y'all in just a minute. Alright, now that we're here in the area for our ice farm, you can see we had a little mishap with the portal thing there. I kind of messed up that, but that's okay. So this is going to be the area that we are going to build everything for our ice farm. It's going to work really well. It's a snowy biome. It's cold. It's a little dangerous, but I think we'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting this up, and then we'll have another farm done today. So get out your ice picks and get ready to work, you guys, because it's going to be a chilly adventure. I have fallen in a hole. I'm drowning. I'm slowly drowning in the deep, dark cold. This isn't gonna work. To building! ice farm is finished. And I also built a little house over here so I could kind of sit here while I wait for the ice farm to kind of run. Let's take a look at the inside of the house. So I've got a nice little carpet, got some stairs leading up to my bed and some chests and, you know, just a normal little Minecraft house. I got a little chest in the corner there too, just in case I got to do some storage or I got too much stuff or whatever. Now when we head back out, here's the ice farm. What it's going to do is it's going to continue to run. It'll stack these blocks up. Once it reaches a certain height, it'll push them forward, and eventually I'll have a giant cube of ice. And we're going to need a whole lot of ice this season. More of that to come later. But now all this is done, we need to head back to the base because we've got to finish that part of the floating island that we started earlier where the pumpkin and melon farm is. But before I do anything...
Nope.
I was going to let this guy free, but then I started thinking about it. Now, he might get all over this. So first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fence this off, and then we're going to free this guy because I don't want him to be trapped. He can just free roam around here. He can be our little buddy. Maybe we'll get a name tag. So let me fence this off just so he can't get up there and start making a mess of things. And then I'll be right back. Okay, now that we got it fenced off, we can go ahead and let him free, and he can just free roam around here. And that'll be fine. There you go, buddy. Live your best life. See, he's heading straight for that farm. I knew he was going to probably try to sneak in there somehow. Hey, you live out here. Don't mess with in there, and we'll be good, okay? Because if you go in there, well, it could get bad. All right? Okay. Have a good time. Have fun. All right, we're going to head back to the base. Well, that has been a lot of farming today, and now that we're back at our base and it's coming to the end of the episode, I think we have time to finish up one more thing to do with our farming day, and that is to finish this farm back here, this pumpkin and melon farm. We're going to finish up where we started off, because we have one little tiny thing we must still do to this farm. We got to build the exterior, or the interior? I guess it depends on how you look at it. But the way I'm looking at it is, as of right now, it's unfinished. So we need to finish up this little corner here and make it look just kind of like we did that right there. And it's all going to start way down there. And seeing how this is becoming the end of our farming day, I say let's change the beat just a little bit. And let's add one more section to this mega base. And with that, we're going to be finishing up our farming episode. Now, I hope you all have enjoyed, and we've gotten a lot of building done this episode, and I tell you what, our farm is going to help us out with the villagers, but I did have some more villagers that I lost during a lightning strike. Since then, I've put up a lightning rod, so hopefully that'll fix that problem, And in the next episode, well, we have some other things that we really need to get to. But until then, check the description down below. That's the best place to find me and all the other Whimsies. And you'll also find the link to my Patreon, where if you want to support the channel, you can do it there, or just a like, a subscribe, a comment. All those things do help. And until the next one, everyone, well, stay whimsy. After all that farming work, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Bye, everyone.